I've invested 6 figures into myself, wide range of different things, dating, MMA, making money online, all sort of stuff. And I don't regret a single bit. In fact, I think those investments that I made for myself is what's gonna bring me even more money and more opportunities. So in this video, I'm going to explain why I believe in this way. A couple of days ago, I had a lunch with a high-level entrepreneur who's doing 8 figures in the e-com space. He scaled the skincare brand himself in Korea. As some of you might know, Korea is very famous for a skincare brand, and there are apparently like 3,000 brands every year. Just the brands that is launching new, 3,000 of them competing with each other. And this guy obviously nailed and won the game, right? So I was trying to pick up on his brain, like how did this guy get here? And he's, one of the guys who I look up to as well. So, I was actively listening to what he was saying, and I quickly realized that in his early career, he started to invest in himself. He's probably 10 years older than me. So when he was in this online space, the famous guy, like OG so-called, was like Tony Robinson, Gary Vaynerchuk and stuff like that. And he went to every single seminar of those, read books, got into the personal community and whatnot. And that's how he formed his mindset. He also shared his story of investing $20,000 into Facebook marketing courses 6 years ago. And in that community, he met bunch of successful entrepreneurs like Steve Tan, some of the other guys like in the e-com space that are very well known. So the investment that you actually make, whether it's sales, e-com, or MMA or dating or whatever it might be, it's worth it because number one, you get to surround yourself with like-minded people, but also you get to learn from someone who's been there and done that, right? Unless we have that access, it's gonna take long time for us to get to where we want to be. I'm a believer. I'm a true believer that anyone, if they put their mind to it, they can get to where they want to be. But there's a big difference between like getting there in a year versus getting there in 10 years. Like all the knowledge and the answer is there, but if you can, take the shortcut, why not? Yeah. Which brings me the second point that I think investment matters. We all need to understand that money is one form of resources. We've got money, time, and energy, right? So let me give you an example. Let's say you work at Macca's. Nowadays, employees at Macca's earn $20 an hour. If you work 40 hours a week, that's $800 a week. So roughly, about a month, you pull 3.2K to your bank account, right? Let's say you invest that 3K into self-development, into, let's say, how to make money online using content creation. Now you make $40 an hour instead of $20 an hour, which is fucking doable in this space. And if you work the same amount of hours for 40 hours a week, now your income a month is 6.4K. Yeah. And so now you have a choice. If you want to earn the same amount of money like you used to, then you can cut down the working hours to 20 hours a week, which leave you another 20 hours to work on other stuff, whether it's investing in another mentorship or starting a new business or working on the realm of the relationship in your life, like whatever it might be. Can you see how a person who invests in oneself just keep getting better and better and better? It's like a snowball effect. That was the case for me as well. In my early 20s, I knew my deck of cards very clearly. I was raised in a typical Asian household. I was always studying, so I was like, okay, I've got like a decent brain, like I have a decent IQ, but my communication skill is out of the fucking whack. So I had to learn how to communicate, like public speaking, dating, or sales, or whatever it might be. And that is what I did. And that gave me so many different opportunities, just networking with people, learning from them, and even how to act in the room when there are like lots of different entrepreneurs, or in a social setting, like you get to learn how to network and all that. So it's been a great investment for me, and I highly recommend you to do the same. The last point that I want to go through is this. The reason why you're here today, why I'm here today, is because of the actions and the mindset that we've been taking, we've been having in the past, right? We have to own up to it. The reason why I'm here today in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, is because I decided to do so a month ago. Same goes to your career. The reason why you're stuck in your 9 to 5 is because you chose to do so a year ago. The reason why you're flourishing in e-com space is because you decided to get out of your dead 9 to 5, 3 years ago, right? So the point is, we are responsible for the reality that we are living in right now. Having said that, if there is a certain reality that we want to live in the future, whether it's making 10K a month, whether it's being in a relationship with a dream partner, whether it's looking after your loved ones, like as in your parents, whatever it might be, to live that reality that we have never lived before, we need to take actions that we've never done before. That's pretty clear. So if you're a person who want to make money online, who's never invested in yourself, it's a no-brainer to go, to make money online, I actually need to learn from someone and invest in myself, right? Same goes to like business. Like if you work for 9 to 5, and if you are, if you're like, I don't pull enough money, I don't really enjoy my life with the given financial resources, that you need to do something different, which will be a business or investment, or taking YouTube content to promote these messages, or making money online through the content, whatever it might be. That you need to take action. So long story short, if we want to leave the reality that we have never seen or lived before, we need to take actions that we've never done before. And in that regards, the investment makes sense. Even to this day, for me, as I said, I personally invested 6 figures in myself, but I'm looking to invest more in the other areas that I'm lacking. Like, nobody's perfect. As I said, I know the deck of cards that I'm holding. There are certain aspects in my life and on myself that I need to work on. I do plan to invest in those areas. And money is just one of them. And it's a great form of resources, because by spending money, I get to save time and energy, right? So that is my perspective when it comes to investment. And I highly recommend any of you who's watching this video to invest in yourself, so that you can become the best version of yourself.